episode 93 of the Bears' latest podcast. I'm Colton St, Vincent, your host. Today, we're talking NFC North, remaining schedule, Asante Samuel Jr. news, but first, we're kicking it off with Rex Ryan calling Caleb Williams a generational talent. Here's the thing, we all knew that Caleb was the guy. He's been the guy since high school. He was the guy at Oklahoma. He was the guy when he transferred. He's a Heisman Trophy winner, yada, yada, yada. He's always had the talent. My thing here that I want you to pay attention to is the fact that Rex Ryan can say whatever he wants. I feel like if you're an ESPN talking head, you could just go out and say kind of whatever you want. If I worked for ESPN, I would just give the most vague statements, and depending on whether it was a hot topic or not, I'd raise my voice or I'd lower my voice. Or you talk slowly. You do a windy fingers. What? Caleb Williams? Generational talent? I don't care. You can just say whatever you want, Rex Ryan. Here's the fact. We have the guy. I do think we have the guy. Caleb is on pace to, I don't know, maybe. Do we say the 4,000 yard mark? Do we mention it? Is it like Bloody Mary in the mirror growing up? Is it a jinx if you say it out loud? It doesn't come true. It's a birthday wish. Caleb is on pace for 4,000 yards. He is on pace for the best Bears quarterback season of all time. 100+ years. A whole lifetime of Virginia McCaskey did not see this quarterback play. Ben Johnson's the guy. Ben Johnson and Caleb, I think, are a duo that we have gotten exponentially luckier than we ever have before. Because there's a lot of times you're seeing it now in Detroit. You see it constantly throughout the NFL. Once a coordinator leaves and you have to get a new play caller, Ben Johnson's the head coach. If he's here, he's the play caller. We have the play caller who creates culture. What does a generational talent quarterback want to do? Have that play caller. Have the plays drawn up, create the culture, accountability. Rex Ryan talking about the talent just so he doesn't have to talk about numbers. I don't even think I'm not convinced Rex Ryan even watches games. I don't think he does. I think he reads a headline and goes on ESPN, says stuff confidently with his NFL head coach rhetoric, and here we are. I'm talking about it on this tiny itty-bitty little show. So Rex Ryan, thanks for watching. I know you're out there watching this episode. Come on the show. You're more than welcome. Let's talk about Caleb. Let's also talk about the NFC North. Guys, we're in second place. That is sick. With the Packers loss on Monday, the Bears are up to second place in the NFC North. I think we're a 6th seed right now. Packers are the 7th seed. So we would be the 6th seed. We would be playing the Lions if the playoffs started today. Now, does all this mean I still think that they're going to make the playoffs? I don't. To be honest with you, I don't. I think this defense is banged up. We are getting reinforcements soon, so let's keep that in mind. But defense is banged up. They keep giving up career games. I think Jackson Dart might have had 800 total yards if he didn't get his 13th concussion in 3 games. We need something. We need some spark to get back in this. We'll talk about this a little bit when we get to Asante Samuel Jr. But the defense is wounded, and after all that, you could be looking at our schedule the rest of the way, which we'll get into, and be a little nervous, which is fine, which is normal. The big thing that we can really start thinking about is the fact that we're 6-3 throughout all these injuries. We shouldn't have lost the Vikings game. We also should have lost other games. So I'm not saying, but I'm just saying we are in a great spot for a defense that is paper thin, for an offense that seems inconsistent. We didn't have a run game for a few weeks. We are building something. I've been saying this, I've said this 55 times. We don't win these games. We have been winning games. We have plenty of games left against the NFC North, so we can just dive right into that, to be honest with you. Our remaining strength of schedule, according to this note that I wrote on this notebook, Bears' 4th hardest remaining schedule in the NFL. I believe the Lions are like 5th, Packers are like 8th, Vikings are like 10th. So it's NFC North through and through. It's a gettable division. I don't think the Bears are going to get it, but the remaining strength of schedule is top 5 in the NFL. That is because, here, you know what? Let me pull this up. Bears remaining we've got Bears at 4th, Lions at 5th, Packers at 9th, Minnesota at 13th. Hardest schedule. The Bears have 2 against the Packers, 1 against the Lions and Vikings. So there's the NFC North right there. We also have a game against the Eagles, Niners, Steelers, and Browns. 7 games remaining, right? We only have to win 4 of those. Not even 7. Sorry, 8 games remaining. If we go 4-4 and we finish the season at 10-7, that's such a successful year. That's a huge year. I think, if we're being honest with you guys, I think we split with the Packers. I think we steal one against either the Lions or the Vikings. I would assume Vikings. I think we beat the Browns. And I think we should be able to beat the Steelers or the Niners. Niners are banged up. Niners defense isn't really anything to brag about anymore because of all the injuries. So if we can just win one of the 2 Packer games, the Vikings game, Browns game, and the Steelers, 4 right there. 10 wins is crazy. 10 wins is a 6 season. We're only going to get better. Defense stinks. It's unhealthy. So, to be honest, schedule's not in our favor. But we will continue on to Asante Samuel Jr. Visited the Bears on Tuesday and signed with the Steelers after his visit. He didn't even have a visit with the Steelers, which I thought was interesting. However, the Steelers team doctor was the guy that did his back surgery. So I think that was a huge turning point for him, a huge decision-making point. It sucks, right? Because we need the depth back there. We're just picking guys up from a hot dog stand on the street, putting them at safety. There's a lot of 3rd, 4th, 5th strings coming in. But it's cool, right? Because now we get to see what these guys like Nashawn Wright can do with the starters when they come back. Speaking of that, finally some good news. It seems like Jalen Johnson is actually projected to come back this season. Kyler Gordon should be back in a week or 2. We're getting reinforcements. Now, how healthy are they going to be? How good are they going to be? That remains to be seen. Comment below who you think is going to be the defensive MVP for this second full push here. Name to look out for you that I think the Bears defense is really going to rally around. Austin Booker, edge rusher. I think Austin Booker has only played 2 games, but I think he led the team in pressures this last week against the Giants. Week before that was his first game of the year. He had a strip sack. That was huge in the game. He's a beast, dude. He's a monster. Montez Sweat has gotten a sack in like 3 or 4 straight games. CJ Gardner-Johnson's like getting sacks everywhere. We are a defense that is being pieced together like Frankenstein, and we are finally getting our full parts back together to form one cohesive unit. It's going to be cool. It's going to be really, really sick to actually see what a healthy defense looks like, because I do obviously think Dennis Allen's a great defensive coordinator. I think we can get very good defensive efforts from our team. It shows with the giveaways, or the takeaways, I mean. So a healthy Jalen Johnson, a healthy Kyler Gordon might just completely change my thought on this team. Offense, everyone's there. I haven't really heard much on DJ Moore. I will update you more tomorrow. But this is the team that we have. One of the hardest schedules without Asante Samuel Jr. NFC North's for the taking. We have all the games in front of us. And Rex Ryan thinks that Caleb is a generational talent. So with all that being said, thank you for watching the Bears' latest podcast, episode 93. I'm your host, Colton St. Vincent. What do you guys think of this old school Super Bowl sweatshirt? I'm wearing it to hopefully get some mojo going. So this is Super Bowl, I'm so bad at Roman numerals, 94. This was the Niners and the Chargers. So let's take the mojo from this sweatshirt, bring it in to Hallis Hall. Thank you for watching. Bear down, Packers suck. We'll see you guys tomorrow.